It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Talk that talk.
Today it is Thursday, May 29th. The year is 2025. It's been one doozy of a fucking year. Lord have mercy. It's May 29th. As you all know by now, Earl passed away on the day after my birthday, which was April the 10th. And I've been dealing with it as best I can under the circumstances. Y'all have to understand, some people will never understand Earl's and our situation. I don't even try to explain it no more. Ultimately, when you spend damn near 30 years of your life with somebody, regardless of whatever circumstances, 30 years is a long goddamn time. And we're still relatively young. I know a lot of y'all probably look at me and say, well, how did y'all spend 30 years together? You look 30. Was this your brother? No. I'm a little bit older than 30. But this has been the most complicated thing I've been through in my entire life. This has been complicated and difficult. Sorting through the stuff at this house over the last, Earl first got sick and in the hospital in July of last year. While he was in the hospital, and I don't know why, Earl began ordering stuff, clothes, shoes, jewelry. It's just a mountain of stuff that we've had to sort through over here. Y'all, it's unreal. How can one person order this much stuff? As the stuff was rolling in, I just kind of threw it in the room and set it in the room. Because I was dealing with other issues, I just grab it off the porch and run in the house and throw it in various places. It's all over this house. So now we're opening up the bags and boxes, just mounds and mounds of shirts and shoes and clothes. It's just ridiculous. So I'm just dealing with that. I had a company in town. Lisa was here from D.C. My girlfriend Lisa, I'm grateful she came to visit. I wish we had to sit down and do the video, but I was just mentally not. I'm giddy. It's so hard for me to do videos. I have to really get in the mood. I just had a cup of coffee, some water. I'm eating a leftover steak from last night. I said, let me do a video. I'm in an okay place right now. But some days I haven't been in an okay place. And there's no sense of me sitting like, everything is happy and the birds are chirping and everything's just great. Nah, motherfucker. That ain't the case. I mean, there's some days I don't even want to get out the bed, but I got to get up to take the dogs out. I'm still going on about life. I'm still handling things. I'm still doing the stuff I need to do. It is a journey. And I know it may get a little bit easier as time goes on. My anxiety level is here and higher. Some days it's good, some days it's really bad, and some days I can't even predict what's going to happen. It just depends on the phone calls, the messages I get, or the emails I get. It's just everything's a roller coaster ride. I can just ride it. I'm strapped into this roller coaster ride, and I'm like, okay, we coming to a stop. And then, I think, oh shit, okay, we got through that. Now we about to stop. Yeah, it's a journey over here. It's been complicated. It hasn't been easy. Even going outside and seeing Earl's truck parked outside. I finally had it towed to the dealership so they can get it back running. Because they had been sitting for so long, I couldn't get the thing started. This has not been easy. And I have no choice but just to go through this fire. I have to go through this. I'm just going to have to try to get to the other side of it. Maybe it'll be a year, 2 or 3. It was nice. Lisa was in town. That was fun. I finally got out and did something because it's complicated for me to go around crowds of people. Y'all, it's just, my mind is just, all I can tell people is I just want to be, I'm enjoying just silently thinking, well, plotting, planning. But what am I going to do? There's a lot of planning over here. That's all I could do. I just take it one day at a time. I'm waiting for finding the shower glass guy. When Earl, I finished the bathrooms in here last year sometime, and I had a glass guy that came out to look at these shower doors, and he gave me a price, and I said, okay, let's do it. And now he's on his way here to remeasure to make sure that the measurements are correct. That was literally a year ago, or close to a year ago, when something along those lines. I was going through that dental place. Teeth, for the record, my teeth feel great now. A year later, they got other issues. It's like I went from the teeth. I got off the train. The Tooth Fairy dropped me off at the train station, and then I said, "Thank you, Tooth Fairy." She said, "Okay, we done with that part. I'll get on that train over there." I said, "I'm gonna get on that train." It was another terrifying train ride. I said, "I should have stayed over there with the Tooth Fairy." I don't like what happened to Earl and the circumstances surrounding it at all. And I've thought about this 10 million times. My mind has taken me back 20 years to sitting in those doctor's offices, to talking with those people. And I'm going to do some videos where we'll go in a little bit more detail about what happened to Earl and what eventually led to this. But I also think COVID played a significant role in Earl's death at 54 because he had COVID in 2019 and he never really fully recovered from that. He did recover, but not back to normal. But I do believe had Earl left that alcohol, that drinking alone, and was able to, if he could have got back into better shape as best he could under the circumstance, I think. But COVID did so much damage. It was a doozy. Like it was that 1-2 punch. He made it through it, but then the residual, things were just not the same. So I'm sitting in this big ass house by myself. Literally. It's just me and 2 smelly dogs. They need a bed. I was gonna give them a bath, and then my shoulder was bothering me. I said, Lord, then it's been wet and raining for the past few days, so no sense giving them a bath, but they go outside and get wet and come back in the house and get that shit. So it is what it is, y'all. In the scheme of things, it's like I take 1 step forward, I take 2 steps back. But all I can say, I'm trying really, really, really hard to, just go about life. Some days I have good days, as best I can. And then some days it's just really horrible. Some days have just been really bad. Yeah, some days have been really, really bad. That's all I could do. That's all I could do under the circumstances. Well, anyway, let me get ready for this glass guy to get his. He's pulling up here any second. And he's going to have to remeasure it. She just found that house over his house. Y'all, if I could sell this house and run my ass up out of here, I would. If I could sell this house, and run my ass up out of here, I would. But the way the circumstances of the situation are, I think I'm going to be stuck here for a little while. The pool is being drawn. They come here next week to begin laying out the pool. I'm here. I'm going to be here for a little while. And I have to accept that. And I thought about getting some roommates and having some people. I've considered. I am going to rent out the basement once the pool is complete. Because the basement, I never really go down there, but just take the dogs out. I am going to go ahead and get a tenant into that basement apartment. That basement that'll show help with some stuff over here, but we'll see. But let me finish. Go back to eat my little steaky pie. I just wanted to check in with you all. Everything's moving along. Yeah, thank you, Lisa, for coming to visit me. It was a nice visit to come. We went to the Jazz Festival. We actually had fun in the house. Y'all be sitting around in the house just eating and we went out to dinner. I took her to Port Calvin. She loved that place. And we went to the Jazz Festival. We didn't do much. My energy levels are not quite back to normal. So I just have to take it one step at a time. Like I said, I'm going to the gym, doing my physical therapy in my shoulder. That's my focus. I'm trying to get it is getting back to my shoulder. There's a guy named Justin who's been helping me over at Lifetime Gym. Justin has been a wonderful person. My goodness, he knows so much about the anatomy of the arm, and I swear to y'all, he has got. I wouldn't be where I was right now with my arm shoulder if it wasn't for Justin. He has did such an amazing job with the therapy, and I really, 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 really do appreciate his knowledge. And for a young kid, he's only 30 years of age. Man, he knows exactly what to do, and I am moving in the right direction. So, with that said, thank you all. If you wonder where I was, I'm still here. I'm still struggling. I'm still surviving. I mean, y'all can expect a 30-year relationship to just dissolve in the middle of the night. And then, Earl died in my arms. Had someone told me 30 years ago, this is how the story would end, I don't think I would have believed them. If you had even told me this past year has been probably one of the most difficult years of my entire life. This has been the most difficult year of my entire life. And that's all I can say about this. All right, today is Thursday. It is May 29th. The year is 2025. And I'll speak to y'all later. Maybe I get the strength up to do another video later today. I can't make no promises. Let's just see what happens. Love you all, and I'll speak to you later.